Hey, this week on the episode of Hax Labs, we're going to talk about what makes it so unique to join us as a voice actor and feel part of our community. Check it out. I think you'll like it right here on Hax Labs. Hey guys, if you haven't liked or subscribed, make sure you go ahead and punch that button, like it, and also subscribe it and share it with other voice actors that you think are out there and don't believe that there's somebody who truly cares about their success. Well, my name's Hank and I'm the founder of Hax Labs, and I, yes, am a professional voice actor. I did it for a number of years. Started in 1997, and as most of you know who watch this channel, I've written a few books, and in my second book, I think I just got so exhausted that I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do another book. If you haven't done an audiobook, sitting in a booth and going through it, making mistakes, going back, cleaning it up, and actually taking the narration files and completely turning into an audiobook that you distribute, it's a lot of work. And I just thought, man, I got to spend 12 hours in a booth. There's expenses involved and all of that. And so I started exploring various companies that would allow me to clone my voice. And I thought, well, this is cool. Somehow, I don't even remember, it's been 3 or 4 years ago that we stumbled across each other and agreed that we'll put my voice on the marketplace. Most of you have heard my voice probably on TikTok or YouTube or even Netflix and some various channels and commercials. And it was then that I realized maybe it's time to help other voice actors. Listen, I'm a realist. I've worked in business. I've helped companies grow tens, hundreds of millions of dollars. Some of the companies you've heard, ADT Security, Brinks Home, Guardian Protection, Dynamark. Some of the companies, big companies, GE, been a partner with them in my business. And so it's a realization that I had to admit that AI was not going to go anywhere. So I thought, what is it that I need to do to get a better understanding of what's really happening out there? And so I decided back in March to attend VO Atlanta, Voice Over Atlanta, led by Jay Michael and his wife. They do a phenomenal job. Shout out to Jay Michael and his wife for doing such an incredible job of doing VO Atlanta. I would say it's probably the largest voiceover conference in the United States. I don't know what it's like outside the U.S. Haven't traveled doing this yet, but I put my toe in the water. I was at a fork in the road, and I wasn't sure if I really wanted to get back into live voice acting. I do love it. I enjoy it, and when I have the opportunity, I still do jump in there and get into the booth. But I realized there was a wave that if someone didn't step in and fight for the voice actor, then we'd be in trouble. And so after attending this event, and some people came up and had an honest conversation and said, listen, to be honest with you, I've got a couple voices out there in AI, and I'm testing them and I'm seeing what I think. So I came back home and I did a lot of research, and I checked out all the various methods, methodologies, the laws, the bills that were being put out in various states. And I wanted to get a really good understanding of what the future was holding for the voice actor. And some states was promising and some states did not look good. Truthfully, I don't know that they were just ignorant, they didn't understand what the future held, or they didn't care. But I recognized that I was going to do everything in my power, that if I was going to build a business that was going to help voice actors, I was going to do it right. And so I started Hax Labs. By the way, Hax, H-A-X, it's just a piece off of my company name called Haxacain, and that is Haxacain. And what is that? What is that, Hank? I don't know that the word ever existed. I don't think anybody wanted it, but it's my name, Hank, H-A-N-K, and my wife's name, A-I-X-A, Isa. She's from Cuba. Hank and Isa put together Hexacane. And I knew people couldn't say Hexacane, so I just said I better change this to Hax Labs. So that's the story. That's what's happened. I've created a number of voices, done very well. And I thought, wait a minute, there is a whole world out there of creators. Now, let's look at the world since 2000. It's been 25 years, a little bit more than 25 years. And it's been projected that there is a growing number of creators that exceed 1 million people in the world. Now, with more time on our hands and more technologies, I'm sitting here right here in front of a bunch of big cameras and lights. The reality is that more and more people are doing this, but more and more people don't want to use their voice. And so they're looking to a whole segment of a business that it requires voice actors, but not at the level that was willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars. I was not aware of this, but I did find out that NAVA, which is part of an organization that we are members of course, National Association of Voice Actors, put a study out and stated in a pie chart that about 50% of voice actors in the world, or at least in America, generate less than $10,000 per year. And I thought, well, what if we could create a company that provides solutions to those million creators in that world, but doesn't intrude into what I would consider to be the high-end white glove professional level. And so we began to research and find these platforms, worldwide marketplaces that look for top-level actors. And we found a few, and it's growing. And I do want to say that I've been amazed at how many top-level voice actors were genuinely interested. And so by having a what I would consider a heart-to-heart, honest and transparent conversation with them, I think they've understood that we are there on their side fighting for them. I have done a lot of research, used a lot of AI to do that, but I believe that I have built the best company out there to help a voice actor feel like they're part of a community of other voice actors that builds the best voice of themselves using their voices and only their voices, and then very simple but mathematically genius ways of cleaning them up and maximizing them, being able to use. Now, the way we like to say it is this. We are working with the actor, human to human, but we are not looking for the actors' voices. We're looking for their voice characters. Some people call them stage names, pseudonyms. You can call it what you want, but these are voice characters. I have probably 6, and the reality is you would never know it. But it's really great when you can leave your everyday life and go into this world of creating a character. It's so much fun. And if you check out our website, we have everything from a great home site, website, some of you have been there, that shows our roster of voice characters. I'll also show you the Hax Vault, and that is at the top there, where when you hover over it, you'll see that we have 4 studios. So while we have an opportunity for our voice actors to place their characters in the worldwide marketplace and generate, in some cases, hundreds and thousands of dollars on each character, we also can work with those voice actors to develop a unique character that never goes into the worldwide marketplace. Now, why is that important? Well, there's some of you out there who are union-based actors and you have particular voices that you cannot share, and I understand that. But there are some that you're like, you know what, I've always wanted to play around with this voice. Don't think anybody really necessarily wants it for a major commercial, trailer, TV, whatever purpose. But there could be creators out there that think they could value this voice. And with 1 million creators that are out there looking, there's a place for everyone. So I've developed out what you see here on the website, but you also, I'm the Actors Hub. Now this is a place built where you can actually see each individual voice actor and all of their characters. And you'll notice at the top that says the All Voices portfolio. It lists there the number of characters that have been generated using my voice, the days since I've been started doing AI voice acting and creating characters, the generated revenue, the amount of money per month. It's incredible. It shows a lot of great stuff. It also invites people into the messages, what we call the community. And this is where people can share messages with one another in the privacy of their voice character. So they never have to speak to one another in a public voice actor voice. Recently, we had a very successful voice actor who joined us, and her voice was doing well. Probably achieving 500 to 600,000 characters. Now, character is a letter or a space, but generating that every single day. She changed her voice, modulated it, changed it. She has some tools you can do it with inside Performance Lab. Boom. Within a week, she was at 2 million characters a day. Now, that translates into real money. People are sort of shocked because they're going, wait a minute, I'm making money and I'm sleeping and I'm making money. This is crazy. The other thing I think is find very interesting is while we have launched the marketplace and there are those who have joined us that are making money on day one, we are now building out our studios. So if you see at the top of our website where it does say the AI agent studio, that is the fastest growing use of voice actors in the world right now. That is where people are using AI voices, something you could never do. To be honest with you guys, you could never do this. We take your voice, we make your character whatever it is, elderly gentleman, slow to speak but full of wisdom, that is used in a call center environment to speak to people maybe about trust, financial trust, death, that type of thing. Perfect voice, right? Build that voice. We then can lock it behind our vault where no one else has access, no one else would ever know you're doing it, and yet you could be the voice to a company who needs that type of voice, and you're generating revenue by doing that. We are creating audiobooks. This is my favorite. We're even coming up with a concept of dream a book. Now, how many people of you have loved the idea of writing a book but never took the courage or the guts to do it? It's hard. Let me tell you, I did it. But you're not quite sure how to finish it. So you'll be able to come up with an idea. We'll work with you to develop out the book through ghostwriting. And then we will create, our voice actors will read the book and we will create it and we will distribute it all for you through Hax Labs. And then of course we will narrate for other people's books. I'm talking to a gentleman recently who needs a book narrated and explained to him that I can do my AI voice. So incredible amounts of opportunities. Content creator studio, audiobook studio, AI agent studio, and corporate narration studio. So we're very excited about what we're doing here. We feel there's a place for it. Never going to take over the professional level voice actor, not looking to do that. But if you, in your soul, with God-given gift you've been given, have this desire to create characters, and you can see there's a place, a home for them, this is definitely the place, and we can certainly take take the opportunity to work with you. So here's what I would ask you to do. If you're interested, go to Hax Labs, it's hax-labs.com. Check us out on the website. Look around, kick the tires, so to speak. If you're not a voice actor, if you always thought you had a great voice, you should check it out and go to the apprentice section. If you're a professional voice actor and you definitely see this would be the way that you'd want to get representation that protects you, then go to the professional section. Either way, this is something I'm passionate about, and I hope you at least consider the idea that with your gift that you've been given, that there are a number of people who would value that gift. So this is Hank. It was a pleasure chatting with you this week, and we'll see you next week. Keep going ahead and liking, subscribing, and sharing our channel. I think other people will like it as well. God bless.